All right, let's go. Repco Bathurst 1000. We've had Boost Mobile qualifying, and it has been a fast but dramatic Friday here at the mountain today. And avoiding all the chaos, but getting himself to the top has been Matt Payne, who's sitting in the middle with Garth Tanner. I'm going to start with the guys in the middle here today. Just talk us through the emotions of topping a very, very fast session today, and the idea of being the last car out in the shootout tomorrow is pretty cool.
Yeah, really happy with today's performance. Qualifying session was a little bit messy with a couple of red flags, but yeah, managed to put it together at the end. The lap felt pretty good and pretty happy with where we're at now.
Garth put plenty of qualifying laps together around this place. How useful was Garth during that session and the lead up to going fast today?
Yeah, we were talking throughout the session, just in the door, and gave me a couple of tips and that, and we were just talking about the situation. So, yeah, it's been good to have him this weekend. We've come in here with a lot of preparation for this race. So, yeah, it's going good so far, but it's only Friday.
Yeah, it is only Friday. Good job, and good luck for the shootout tomorrow. Garth, how are you feeling? Are you feeling like a proud big brother right now?
Oh, I felt pretty good out there, Chad. Thought that was one of my better sessions. Jamie thought he had a good one too, and Moff. So we were all happy with our performance. Look, I think Matt executed that session really nicely. Obviously, with the disruptions through the session, it's hard when you lose that flow, and then you get some uncertainty around the track conditions when there was all the fluid down. But he managed that really nicely, and I thought it was a great job by the entire team, because we probably didn't get as much quali prep in at the end of practice 4 as we would have liked, and we lent on the 26 car a little bit to help setup wise, and both cars look really strong throughout that entire session, so I thought it was a great team effort.
Yeah, how important is it for the team to have them both in the shootout tomorrow?
Obviously really important. Only Ford team with 2 cars in the top 10 shootout. So, Richie didn't get a good run at that last run, got balked on his last run. Otherwise, he would probably be a lot deeper into the shootout too. So both cars showing plenty of speed in qualifying form. So, but like Matt said, it's only Friday, and even tomorrow night, it's only Saturday night. It's all about Sunday night.
Well done today, guys. I'm going to open it straight up today to the room full of journos, and we'll dive into some questions nice and early. Hey, Jeff.
Garth, what was your bit of advice during that session there to Matt?
Go faster. No, look, there was a little bit of tyre phasing stuff that we needed to work on through the session, and a little bit of technique stuff in the final sector. And I haven't seen the data yet for that final run, but it looked pretty good on the TV.
And Matt, for you, did it just feel perfect out there, or you still had a few room for improvement, do you think?
Yeah, there's always room for improvement. Like probably the whole session, we were sort of not on the back foot, but probably behind the 8 ball a little bit when it came to getting the tyres up. So pretty happy on that last run to, get them up at the start and then just flow on with the lap and get it done.
And Cam, did you have a little close call there late in that session?
Which one, mate?
Was there one coming up through Reed Park? Did you go close there?
I had one into the cutting, I think. Then I had one at Skyline. I had one at Forest Elbow.
So room for improvement?
Not room for improvement, just trying to find the limit, and I reckon I found it at those corners, which is good. I should nail it for the shootout, I think.
Seeing as how Garth's laughing, I'll start like, was that all on one lap, or was that...
Across multiple laps, mate. No,
that's what I'm saying. But so when you were trying to find the edge, you were trying different things at different... did you go over and then come back a little bit? So...
Yeah.
Your final effort, is that absolutely the max at the moment?
No, like as race car drivers, you're always trying to find the limit and overstep it a little bit. And, some of us will have a moment, might drop 2/10, and some of us have obviously put it in the wall. That's part of what we do. And I think we could all probably agree we've had a little bit up our sleeves. Matt, he'd probably be able to do a little bit better job. I know Brock was on a pretty good lap at the end there. And, I know I've got a little bit in my thing. So that's just what we do.
Brock, you don't look very happy.
Me? No, I'm all good. You hadn't asked me a question, so I was just sitting here daydreaming.
All right. Hello, Brock. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Paul.
So you didn't get your optimum lap at the end then?
Yeah, I got the red flag at the last corner, but it'd been a pretty good session from us. I think all of our laps were sort of in that top 3. So, yeah, the goal today is to get through the shootout with a clean car and a good idea where we need to be for tomorrow.
And Jamie? There's all this speculation, mostly from you, about whether it's going to be your last time here. Are you actually enjoying...
Have I?
Well, you have said a couple of times, I have to enjoy it because how many, I don't know.
I'm having a lot of fun.
So we talked about the relationship between these two blokes,
Yep.
old bull, young bull.
Yep.
Do you having that same sort of relationship, or you don't have to lean in and say go faster? He knows what to do.
No, I was giving him some advice. A little less brake, a little more accelerator. Duck your heads down the straight to get out of the air. All that sort of good stuff. But no. All in all, seriously, Brock did a great job. He was pushing the air for most of that session. And it's a big lap around here, big lap. But to get to the end of the lap and then go, I'm going to go again. It's always a bit of a daunting challenge. So Brock was able to back up on the second lap, which was nice.
Brock, is there any disadvantage, I guess, not getting the chance to go last, where you were like seconds away from potentially getting to do that in the shootout?
Oh, I don't think so, mate. Look, normally the track probably does get a little bit faster, but you don't have all the media talking about that you're the fastest guy overnight and everything like that. But look, well, I wasn't, was I? Look, I think all of us up here are going to give it a crack tomorrow afternoon. I think 5 minutes of the day is not going to change our life. I think it's going to come down to who does a good lap. I think, as all of us have seen this weekend, it's extremely challenging to do that with the conditions out there. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool shootout. It's super tight out there at the moment throughout the whole field and the 10. So tomorrow should be a bit of fun.
Cam, Matt, any of the Ford guys, engines are such a big talking point. Do you feel comfortable, that reliability is going to be okay for Sunday?
Yeah, they feel good.
No dramas, mate. Happy days.
No different to previous spec of engine?
No, they've been running good, mate. There's no dramas, so I just got to keep on the black stuff, I think. That's my bigger drama at the moment.
Matt, what's it going to be like to be the last car out there tomorrow with everybody watching? Does it come with pressure and excitement to be in that position?
No, I don't think so. I think, we proved that we could do the lap today, and just like these guys said, we're all going to find a little bit overnight. And like Brock said, it's about who puts the best lap down in the session. So I don't think it changes anything. I'm just going to go out there and go through my procedure and see what comes of it.
So, Jamie, are we treating this as your last? Is this it?
No, don't go and make any big statements like that. Yeah. Do you want it to be my last? Are you done with me? Or
keep going,
I can go do something else. But I'm having fun.
What about Will Brown, mate? Are you pleased that he was able to get in and the car seems good after yesterday?
Yeah, he's not quite as happy as what we are, but he had to hustle pretty hard to get through. So he ended up P5, which was good for him. But no doubt, like everybody, we'll be a bit more comfortable tomorrow. The car's reasonably quick, but he's just not comfortable.
Hey, Brock, have you stopped vibrating yet?
I haven't stopped vibrating, Chad. Yeah, it was something that we were looking throughout that session, so we sort of missed that second run to try and look at it. But, we still got to work on the vibrations overnight.
Now, the Jamie of old would have had Moth. Replays of Moth, for those who can't see the screens on YouTube, is just put car into the fence. And still finished pretty well that day for him, so it's okay.
It's a right-hander. That was actually me. Everyone can't
Getting
see
replays on the Bathurst channel.
Sorry,
Jamie, the Jamie of old would have tore that car apart overnight to find a vibration like that overnight. Are you going to have the boys do that tonight?
Yes, no, we have to find it. It's a long day, 6.5 hours with the vibration. I got a few fillings and stuff, so I don't want them falling out on Sunday. So no, we'll find what the issue is. It's a low harmonic, so it must be body work. So we'll tighten all that up. No, I don't know. I don't know what that means either. But if it's high vibration, it's generally engine, like a real high vibration. But if it's just a low boom, 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 that's my best interpretation of low harmonic. So it must be bodywork. I've learnt that over 20 years.
It's all the experience. Speaking of experience, exactly. You and Garth have the most starts here. So what's going on with this joint? We've just seen 5 or 6 massive shunts throughout the last couple of days. Why is it? Does it feel any different to previous years, the track?
No, it's just a competition. It's just everyone's having a big go. To get in the 10 is very, very difficult, and everyone's out there on the limit to get in the 10. That's all it is.
Yeah, I think also a couple hard tyre, low downforce. You know, everyone's got still probably a lot of muscle memory from the hard tyre from the Gen 2 car. So everyone sort of, last year was an anomaly with the soft tyre. So I think it's a bit of that, and yeah, quality, like pushing on. Like that's the session to have a crack.
All right. Yep, one more. Yep.
Cam, Matt, Brock, margins are crazy tight up at the top of the tree after qualifying. Does that mean you guys are having to push a lot harder than you were last year, especially given you got the hard tyre, and also with these margins, you're having to push that extra little bit just to try and get, even if it's just that extra little half a tenth of a second over the competition?
I think qualifying here, mate, you're always at 10 tenths. So, yeah, we're always pushing to a limit, but yeah, I suppose it just means you can't make mistakes, you know. And around this track, the worst ones you get through turn 1 and you make a mistake and you got to try and make that up. But yeah, everyone's having a proper crack out there, and we will be in the shootout. So no doubt it'll be close once again.
Cam, do you feel like those margins in the shootout are going to be tiny tomorrow?
Oh, 100%. It'll be exactly like that session, I think, but we'll probably all find a little bit more and be just going a little bit quicker. So it'll just, you know, we're all going to be going fast. It's just whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is probably what's going to get pole, I think.
Guys, thank you for your time and well done today.